Today, I have one more mindset book for you. But first, let's just do a quick recap of the books we've looked at so far. So on Monday, we learned about self one and self two in the inner game of tennis, and that the label we put on a mistake costs us more than the state itself ever did. And then Tuesday with Beyond Grit, we talked about how the world's elite leaders and performers intentionally train their minds. And on Wednesday, we discovered with Joyce Meyer that our mind is an actual battlefield and that we need to be on active duty. And then Thursday's Happiness Advantage book flipped the formula, showing us that happiness isn't the prize at the end, but it's the fuel that gets us there. And that brings us to the last book, which is Jim Murphy's Inner Excellence. I've referred to this one before, and today we're going to look at one specific chapter, which is titled The Greatest Opponents You'll Ever Face. And once again, the three opponents are not flesh and blood. The first is called the critic. We all know this one. It's been the one running commentary all week. We've talked about it over and over on this podcast. But Murphy's point is that the critic doesn't only judge us, it judges everything. The ground, the draw, the weather, the people around us. And it's a mind that's busy judging, which means that it cannot be present. Then the second is the monkey mind, he calls it, the restless one, swinging from branch to branch, never landing. This is the mind that's already 3 steps ahead and 2 runs behind and nowhere near the run we're actually about to make. And then the third is the trickster. Now, the trickster doesn't sound like fear. It sounds like wisdom. It shows up like, I am the realistic one. It sneakily convinces us to believe our own insecurities. It says things like, well, let's not get ahead of ourselves, or there's not enough to go around, or who are you to think you'll be able to do that? It has excellent reasons for everything it suggests. And every single one of those reasons is just fear in disguise. So that's deception. It's the same thing Joyce told us about on Wednesday, but here we are in a different book using different words, but exactly the same warning. So let's think of this week as our call to be aware of our thoughts. Motivational speaker Jim Rohn is attributed with saying this, and it's just very simply put and powerful. Every day, stand guard at the door of your mind. So on that note, let's send ourselves off into the weekend. Repeat the power statement after me. Say it out loud if you can, or just with a strong internal voice. I think about what I am thinking about. Okay, one more time to take it with you into the weekend. I think about what I am thinking about. And then next week, we're going to go after something that's basically been lurking underneath all 5 of these books, and that is our limiting beliefs. The quiet ones we've accepted as fact and never once questioned. We're going to talk about where they come from, how they got in, and how we can start rewriting them. So I will see you on Monday.